Okay, time for chapter 3. We've had Gabe's funeral. Monster or mortal is a great question. Ooh, maybe this is going to be the LARP chapter. We did get some messages at the end of the last chapter that I didn't read yet. I hope they're still there. Oh, hey, girl. Are we just awkwardly staring at each other? Oh, Ryan's here too. That's why.
You have a superpower?
Oh.
You're both fucking with me, right?
Do Ryan
Not
and I
fucking
look
with
like
you.
the fucking with you type?
But there's
It's all
another
true.
kind. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna-
Fine. Then tell me what I'm feeling right now.
You're feeling disbelief.
No thoughts. Head empty.
You're actually a little annoyed. You feel hurt that we didn't tell you until now, whether it's true or not. You don't like being left out.
Aww.
Well, okay. Oh shit. The foosball game. You knew exactly what to do.
Aw. No. I'm gonna stand by that choice.
You needed to focus on the positive memories, not get lost in the sadness. I thought it would help.
It did. Just warn me next time, okay?
Deal.
Yes, ma'am. Is this also what I'm doing while I'm working? I had
Never
the single
thought I'd
worst.
have a freaky empath friend.
Boy.
Pretty wild.
Friend.
So, any sign of Diane today?
No.
I wish they had given her a
But she
different
was
hair
in
color than
yesterday
Riley.
working on her laptop.
You said she was afraid of something around Gabe's death. If she's covering up what Typhon did, I bet there's proof.
I hope so. If she comes in today, let's be ready with a plan. In the meantime, I've got to finish my shift.
We're on it.
Time to earn a paycheck. I should clean the dirty dishes around the bar.
Okay. Got a lot of reading to do. I'll try not to do it all in a British accent.
Glad I was able to help, but I think I'll pass on the kisses.
I want doggy kisses. The girl from the record store that helped track me down. Alex, damn, the legend grows. Thanks, Steph, for giving me credit. Hector sure didn't. Okay, sweet. Aw.
So many memories of Gabe I didn't get to make.
I haven't cried since I was like 14. Listen, sometimes you don't want to be perceived when you're crying. LARP, LARP, LARP. I want to be an NPC. That's fun. To Stephanie. Hey, mister, have you considered being in pictures? Aww.
Best job I've ever had. Not that the competition is super fierce.
More charges? Yeah, I'm so sure. I bet they've shut off comments. Mm-hmm. But I do... Oh, I see. The my block is the one comment. I see, I see. Oh, Ducky. Nobody's ever given Ryan one either. That's cute. Okay, let's look at the note. I cannot read that handwriting. Jed, thank you so much for remembering my birthday last week, and that Marco Esquanda tequila was excellent. You are welcome over anytime. Your best cook by a long shot, Francisco. Sounded like Garth Brooks. Oh, can I choose the music?
I'm still salty that Steph won the game.
I am too, to be honest. I don't know any of these songs. Kiss Up and Shut Me is kind of funny. Like, none of this even sounds a little bit familiar to me. Okay, let's do... the Funkadelics. Why not?
Ah, Colorado tap water.
Har.
I'm not convinced this is totally sanitary, but what
You
do I
know?
know?
Bar
Who's checking
peanuts
the
are
sightings?
another thing that I don't know that I'll ever eat again.
Are you
but at the time,
questioning my
seemed fine.
victory?
I helped. You're welcome. Now,
Your face, Ryan Lucan. I'm Birder of the Year, and your reign is finished.
again,
Uh-oh.
you're welcome.
Better not tell Ryan I had a hand in that.
I would rub
The
it in
spring
his face.
festival is nigh. Nigh, I say.
God, she's such a dork. I love her.
Steph and Ryan, the newest inductees.
How long
He would
has it
be
been?
proud.
I feel like it's not long, but okay. Oh, Gabe is a plaque.
Love you,
It must be
Gabe.
at least a couple days. Wait, let's check those text messages. Oh, good lord. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so that was April 29th he died. And it's May 20th. Yeah, so it's been almost a month. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Random question. Are you Princess Shoo Shoo 2539? Good to just unwind with you. Okay, good. We're friends with Riley. I love that for us. I am excited to see how this has been going. Okay. Ahem. Okay. Hey, Sec, do you have a sec to swing to maybe what's up? Nothing big. I'll tell you. Oh, we did that. That was 5-1. Okay, okay. Hey, saw what you did with the LARP. Thanks so much. Of course. Ethan's gonna love it. I'd love to keep playing. Come over tonight? So forward! Damn! Sick. I'm gonna start running a Tunnels and Chambers game. This, we know what that involves. Setting around snacks, role-playing a cool story, pretending to kill stuff. Is it okay if I'm terrible? 1, you won't be terrible. 2, sit in our first session, we can play it by ear. Rad! Yo, sup? jamming. I say yay. Oh my god, this is cute as heck. Oh dear. By the way, you're genuinely great. You have a gorgeous voice. Okay, that's fine. That's very cute. I love that for me. Let's just do. Mountain biking. Cute. My ass still hurts. Cute. Oh boy. That's good. I'm glad that's the last time he texted me. These aren't really in order, but that's okay. Let's see. Charlotte. Went over for dinner. Brought wine. Watching Ethan. Cute. Canceling our girls' night. Don't feel well. Uh-oh. Too high. You're so beautiful. That's cute. I hope she's not pregnant. That would be so sad. Okay. Let's go back to the top of this. Take down Typhon thread. I don't know if you should be putting these in text form, but okay. Celebrate at Alex's place. Shouldn't Alex make that proposal? Too late. Scheming. Let's break into the Typhon office. Steph, we're not driving to Denver and breaking into a highly secure corporate office. Boo. Oh gosh. Well, I love this trio of friends very much. Bomber jacket.
Rad jacket. I'm guessing boss man must be Jed.
Hi, Ducky.
Looks like Ducky's getting started earlier than usual.
Your tab is in the 6 figures, Ducky.
Chump change. Let's make it 12.
I didn't even see this here. My bad. Is there a dart in his nose?
Jed acts like he's in charge, but we all know who really calls the shots in here. Ducky almost hustled me out of my first paycheck. Good thing Jed stepped in. Poor Amelia. Back from whence you came.
I like how it's cutscenes for cleaning. It's very funny to me. Ruh-roh.
She's here. I know.
Hey.
Drew Crew's a little obvious
I'll be
today,
right with
but
you.
don't need to be an empath to see these two mischief makers.
I better check in with Steph and Ryan. Okay, she's here. What's the plan?
We're gonna stop looking so shifty.
Well, we have two
oh
plans,
no, am I gonna have
actually,
to choose between these plans?
but we're still workshopping them.
Alright, hit me. 2 is good.
Good to have options, right? So what are they?
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I asked Diane out on a date.
Steph,
Wait,
that's a
what?
terrible
And
idea.
she's so into it. She doesn't notice one Ryan Lucan swiping her laptop. Ryan carries said laptop upstairs, acquiring damning evidence. Maybe Diane and I still hook up?
Oh no,
Not
Steph.
important.
That's your plan? Oh my god, please tell me you have something better.
I do. Now to be
This
clear,
is not going to be
it's
better.
the same plan. Except, I'm the distraction.
These idiots.
Look, Steph, I don't even think she's gay, alright? She's probably into the rugged mountain man type.
We need a third plan.
All the transplants are.
Oh boy. Let's keep workshopping.
Okay, maybe these plans do need some more time.
What? It's a simple plan, literally 2 steps. You just need to choose the hotter distraction.
No.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
You're the only tiebreaker we have.
This is a bad plan. No. No. This is a bad plan. I mean, Steph is obviously the hotter distraction, but
Let's
like,
go with Steph.
this is a bad plan.
Badass DJ? It's a no-brainer.
Like, at the very
Sorry,
least, though,
Ryan.
this is good flirting.
Yes. In your face.
Yeah.
Jesus
that's fair.
Christ.
Look,
These idiots are gonna get us
I
arrested.
appreciate the effort, but we don't even know if she has anything worth stealing
The
yet.
shade on the word effort was great.
I'm just gonna try talking to her. Maybe I can get her worked up and read her emotions.
There you go.
I'll let you know if I need that distraction.
Good luck.
If that
Per
was
usual.
them, if
Thanks,
that was
Alex.
actually a plan,
What's
For-
the best way to rile her up?
them to see who Alex would choose between them, then that was a good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go the nice route so she doesn't run away.
You know all I want is justice for my brother. Please. Help me.
Alex, I can assure you that Typhon is committed to a full and open investigation.
Liar.
We want to find those responsible and hold them accountable just as much as you do. That's
Liar.
the truth.
No, it's not.
She's got a great poker face, unlike Mac. But let's see what she's really feeling. Let me try and read her first.
Poor Gabe. No one deserves to die like that.
She's sad. If I keep her thinking about Gabe's death, maybe I can find out more. Oh, such a cute photo.
My niece and nephew. They're adorable.
I bet you and Gabe threw back a lot of these together.
He was a great bartender. Made the long work days more bearable.
William Bloom. Gabe loved him. I think he spent a whole year just listening to him.
Really? He had good taste. Surprised we never talked about it. Of all the people this could have happened to, why'd it have to be him?
That's a nice cross.
Oh, thanks. Of all the people this could have happened to,
Do you have, enough napkins for the table?
yeah. I'm fine, thanks.
Typhon does a lot of local hiring, huh?
We're always growing.
Are you joining in the LARP later? It's been so hard for Ethan. We're all hoping it will cheer him up.
I can't. Good luck, though. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Okay. Now I need to pick something that will push Diane's
Oh.
emotions over the edge.
Look, I know you're not a bad person. But my brother is dead because of the choices you and Typhon made. How does that make you feel? I actually want to know.
Wow.
Alex, Typhon is doing everything we can to address the situation. That's the truth.
Don't think it
Okay.
is. I don't think it is. I want to read your thoughts.
All right. That's the emotion I was looking for. Time to explore Diane's guilt about Gabe.
I'm sure this will be fine. What if she looks up and she just sees you with your hand out like this? You need a more chill way to do that. Oh.
Okay. Time to find out what Diane is really hiding.
Hello?
Miss Jacobs, it's Deputy Pike.
Pike, I'm sorry, but we're very busy at the moment.
There's been an accident.
What kind of accident? He came here looking for a better life, just like me. He's gone.
Maybe Diane's
I'm
not a
still
bad guy.
here.
Wait. There's something else.
A USB.
I can't undo what Typhon did, or the role I played. But at least I have everything I need to protect myself from them.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit. She must have evidence on the USB stick. Oh, looks like I'll need a distraction after all.
Can you find out if she likes boys or girls? Really what they should do is both go over. And just see who she, play by ear. This is such a bad idea. There's no way these idiots are gonna be able to pull this off.
Hey, Diane.
Oh, hey Steph. How are you?
So, what's your deal?
I'm sorry?
Are you single? Semi-single?
I can't watch this.
Taken, but still down to get drunk and make out?
Whoa. Was not expecting that at all.
She blushed a little.
Am I blushing? I feel like I'm blushing.
You are blushing.
Yeah, I could see your cheeks from space.
Super. Real good look for me. I'm so flattered. I don't even know what to say.
Oh, that
Hey, no sweat. Just think about it. Get back to me. I'm not going anywhere.
See ya.
Oh no, now I feel a little bad. I didn't think she was gonna be into it. These dum-dums.
Holy shit, that was epic! Totally insane!
You should go deeper in the
My
apartment.
heart is pounding.
Ryan, you did nothing.
There's a very real chance that you awoke something in Diane.
Wouldn't be the first time.
That was
You
very
guys. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh my god. I hope this was worth it.
funny. I do too. That poor girl's having a crisis downstairs.
Password protected. Guess I'm not surprised.
We didn't ask what our
I'll
niece and
bring this
nephews.
to Riley. See if she's willing to help. She's a whiz at computer stuff.
You can't just yank a USB out like that.
In the meantime, we have a LARP to do.
Think of a couple other roleplay things.
Grab your hat and meet me at the park.
Yep, okay, sure, park. Great.
And don't forget your guitar, okay?
Is the guitar really necessary?
What? How can you be a bard without a guitar? The bard's whole job is to musically regale people.
Well then, prepare to be regaled.
So, did you finish the thing?
Yeah, barely. It took me all night. I haven't carved like that in ages.
All right, I need to grab my guitar and the hat that Steph got me.
Okay, let's see. Live action game. Cute.
Wow. Typhon officially clears Typhon of any wrongdoing in death of local man at the hands of Typhon explosions.
Oh God, if I see Ben Daniels, I'm punching him in the face. Please don't make me disable comments. Well, wouldn't be the first time. Distract. Okay.
Ducky's gift to me for finding his booze. It's a unique expression of gratitude. I found some really cute photos of Gabe and Ethan on this thing. I feel like I kept the hat in here. Only one way to find out. I don't even know if I'm doing this right, but it felt like I had to do something.
Aww.
Steph bought this for me as a gag, but I kind of developed a taste for it. Life in Haven would be a lot worse without these two weirdos.
Cute. Please be a wizard cat. Please be a wizard cat.
There it is.
Ah, bard hat. That's fine. Just want to look at
Yeah. I don't need to know what that was for.
Oh, sure. I'll take a key.
Half person, half dump truck. I feel you.
Relatable.
Another one of Gabe's hidden cans. Dork. Steph knows how to LARP on a budget. I hope Ethan likes it. Oh shit. The feather on the hat must have fallen off. Maybe I can find it. Gabe's last effects from the coroner. Pike dropped it off a few days ago.
Look at this silly little hat.
Guess I've been avoiding looking through it.
Now's not the time, Alex.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine, but I just feel like right before we're gonna go
You
LARP.
can take the kid out of juvie. Oh.
What's it? What's this?
I'm not giving up yet, Gabe. I better find that feather. Steph is a stickler for details.
Look at the little
A
gnome.
housewarming gift from Eleanor. She said Gabe loved these little dudes. No sunglasses, though.
Hmm.
I know this is Ethan's copy, but I'm level 73, and I'm not stopping.
It's called Teenagers Only.
This feather separates the buskers from...
Found it. Stuck the feather in her hat and called it macaroni. I have been so traumatized by two full The Last of Us
Just need to
games
grab my guitar now.
that I just
I
jump
haven't
scared
beat
my
Steph
own
a
self.
single time. That just means I'm overdue for a win, right? We're one step closer now.
Totally not corporate sabotage to do list. These absolute dorks. Figure out Diane's deal, maybe read her. Alex working on it. Check public records for Typhon accident reports. We did that. Legal ways to file a complaint. Brian, square. Turns out corporate law is complicated. Contact private investigator. All 3 dudes gave a crazy high price. Pass. Research other typhoon sites in U.S. abroad. Spy on miners in Black Lantern. Do you want me to get fired? No. Use the dark web to find an elite hacker. Couldn't figure out the dark web. Take a break and watch Nightmare on Elm Street. Done. I am obsessed with these 3 dorks.
Steph, I will murder you.
Steph, will you be willing to play at our next open mic night? Steph.
Wish
Ooh.
I'd taken Steph's advice. Ugh.
Only eat one of these at a time. Whoopsie.
Wow. Steph is a rock star for putting this together. Ethan is gonna flip.
Today, Thanor the Monster Slayer visits the troubled Stoneborn, capital city of Cairns. Can he dispatch the ravenous monster horde and save the kingdom? A LARP is a game in which players portray their characters through physical action using costumes and props to add to the fun. Safety rules. We're here to have fun. Don't hit too hard. Go for arms, legs, torso, back, sides, front. Avoid hands, feet, neck, head. Axe the foul. Once you get hit, perform a grunt or injury. Thanks so much for doing this. It means a lot. Alwyn. Untuned chord. 1 damage. Magic. Healing Serenade. 1 health to you and your ally. 1? Oh, she only has 10. That makes sense then. Stirring Hymn. Doubles Thanor's next attack. Aww. Backstory. Oh gosh, I need help with this one. After an unusual encounter with a direwolf swallowing her loot, Alwyn the Bard has been a constant companion to Thanor the Monster Slayer. The 2 have endured many trials, and have recently found themselves answering a call for heroes in the city of Stoneborn. Thanor. Why do I have Thanor's character sheet? That's cute though. Shield of Courage. The King's Road. Cute. Okay. Drawer. Oh, I have a key. Let's unlock the drawer.
This must have been Gabe's.
Make shit right list. Find Alex. Oh. Find owner of stolen Chevy. Reimburse Jed for free rent. Return Ernesto's Walkman. Donate to Lauren's detention center. Apologize to Vic. New bong for Kevin. Apologize to Zoe. Really apologize to Katya this time. Apologize to Ira and tell him you like his remixes.
It's a long list. And I bet he would have gotten through it.
Apologize to Oscar. Pay Mr. Welbeck for the Chevy. Apologize to that guy from the mall. Write thank you letter to Lenny. Mail check to Mrs. Franks for the broken window. She moved to Maryland. Track her down. Write to Miss Henry at Buckman High and tell her she was right. Forgive Dad. Dad.
Wow, Gabe.
Boy.
Still finding ways to break my heart, huh?
Right? Hi, Shushu.
A dire rat joined your party.
Rat of unusual size. Ooh, I can get dressed. Alright, let's dress like a bard. Those whales? That's cute. Oh, this is the gayest outfit I've ever seen. Yeah, this is the one. It matches my hat.
Leave it to me to wreck Gabe's bike on my first ride. At least Ryan had a good laugh about it.
I guess I could have had Brianna Lilac, yeah. Probably should have had that on while I was doing everything else, but that's okay.
Sometimes it's hard to say where Gabe ends and I begin. his job, his apartment, his life here. But if there is a seam somewhere, I see it most in Steph and Ryan. In my mind, when we're all together, I can imagine him in my place, and I can watch the scene unfold like a spectator for a life I barely knew. Or, if I choose instead, I can forget about Gabe and just accept, however improbably, that Steph and Ryan care about me for my own sake, for no other reason.
No.
I
Both
think I
things
know
can
which
be
one
true.
Gabe would prefer.
They can care about you as Gabe's sister and also as your own person.
My mother's son, he can see that I'm done with a world that took more than it gave. When we were young and we rose for the sun, did you ever think twice about this game? 'Cause you're my brother, I know you from before.
The song is rude.
Before we both were born. And you're my other, never asking more, taking all the falls.
That's quite enough of that.
Grown in a place we were shown to make space.
Time to LARP! LARP, LARP, LARP! Look at this absolute
Alex the
dork.
Bard, ready to serve. Time to head out.
Oh no, Ethan's not into it. Oh. Oops.
One day, I'll stop being a freeloader.
I appreciate your offer to
For
start
now,
payment. Takes a few months to fill your
I'm
piggy
just
bank
grateful.
first. Why is Jed the best? Also, why doesn't Alex ever pick up the notes outside her door? I say this as someone who has a lot of empty rent envelopes underneath her own door. Because I pay my rent online, but they still slide an envelope under my door every month. But usually by the time it's like 2, I pick them up. I hear water. Oh no, sad boy. He misses his Gabe. Stupid hat. I love it. She even changed the sign outside the tavern.
I don't need, like, cheering up or whatever.
Okay, so maybe this wasn't the most subtle idea, but
I think Gabe might be the best bet here because
Gabe was so excited to LARP with you.
it could backfire, but
I bet
also
he really wants you to do it.
he's probably still mad at me for
I
narking
do
on
want
him.
to do this. It's just...
Uh-oh. Oh.
Everyone's been working so hard.
Oh
and if
man.
I'm not happy, they'll all be disappointed.
I feel that. I used to hate opening presents at birthday parties because I was like, I don't know how to perform my excitement for you.
Must be weird having a bunch of adults pressuring you to dress up in a costume and act like you're having fun.
Yeah, especially my mom. She always looks so...
Oh no.
sad. 'Cause I'm like bummed out. But
protect this child at all costs.
I can't just pretend.
Isn't that what LARPing is? No. I shouldn't encourage children to pretend about their emotions.
Just be yourself. Or yourself with a foam sword and a funny hat.
But what if I'm still, you know, not having fun?
As long as you try.
Then don't. That's fine too. No one will be disappointed in you for being you.
All right.
Also, funny hat.
I don't
His
want
hat's
to do it alone.
way cooler than your hat, ma'am.
You have to help me.
Of course.
LARP, LARP, LARP. I think the closest to LARPing I've ever done was at the time I went to medieval times and got really into cheering for the Green Knight.
Thanor, the monster slayer.
I mean,
thanks
probably,
to the gods and all the heavens you've come.
Probably actually.
I am in desperate
D&D,
need of a great hero. Could you be the one?
I've never done it in real life.
Please tell me of your exploits.
Eep, eep, eep.
There's a bunch of stuff. Maybe my bard can sing something about me.
Yeah.
Oh. Sure.
Kraken! Release the
Kraken ate a
Kraken!
city every year until it died on Thanor's spear.
It was a very short
My
song.
goodness. So, you must be Thanor's bard, Alwyn, whose songs have magical powers.
'Tis I.
It sounds like you are exactly the heroes I need. My name is King Tabor.
Look at this
The age of
sweet
monsters has come
man
upon my kingdom.
who learned his
Creatures
lines
stalk the streets. My
for this
people live in
child.
constant fear. But there's hope. An ancient prophecy
I
describes
am
3
emotional.
mysterious gems, known as soul jewels, that can save us all. I need you to go search the kingdom, survive whatever's out there, and bring me back those jewels. Do you understand?
Yes?
Yeah.
A scavenger hunt? Yes, please.
Yes.
Your Highness.
Good. Then you must go, now. My people are counting on you.
Is this what LARPing really is?
Should we
A
start with the
scavenger
main
hunt?
Okay.
I want to do this.
Time to find some jewels.
Reminder, we are open. Attention, Monster Hunters. This appears to be the result of an extra-dimensional rift. I'm glad you're having fun, honey. That's cute. Magical supply shop, mortal residence. This is very cute.
So you're seriously Alwyn?
Don't you recognize me?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's been a long time since Carnaris.
Exactly.
Those were good. Were good times, huh? Except for the spiders.
Yeah.
Oh, is he happy?
Alex really saved the day. Gabe would be proud.
Thanks, Jed.
Please, find the 3 jewels. Time is of the essence.
Okay.
Right. We're on it.
How do we know where to look?
I think we don't know. It's a true adventure.
Oh.
Good sir. Parkman. big bad wolf.
Okay. It's a wolf.
Not a dire wolf like the one that...
Wolf.
Shit, what do we do?
I think we have to fight it.
Okay. If I do... Oh. Well, this is hilarious. Ethan. Attack! Stab!
Huh. 2 damage.
Okay. Alex. Magic. Stirring him.
Stirring him. Double Thanor's next attack.
Ah! 2 damage.
Uh-oh. Ethan. Let me just make sure that I know his best attack. I see now why I have this one. But yeah. Oh. Burning Blade. That'll be good.
Burning Blade. 2 damage, and you're on fire for the next 2 turns.
Why can't I see the wolf's health? What items do I have? No items. Okay. Can I attack? Oh yeah.
Untuned cord. 1 damage.
This is amazing. Haha! Oh no! The puppy!
Oh, cool! I learned a magic attack!
1 damage to allies?
Uh-oh.
Better be nice to Thanor.
Once per battle only. This is the best game mechanic I've ever experienced. Okay.
Let's keep going.
Okay, so... They're gonna
What do you
keep...
think this key is for?
Maybe it unlocks something in one of these stores.
Alright, let's
I
read our
should
messages.
probably drop in on Riley and thank her in person.
Okay. Oh, woo! Annoy!
How do we know for sure it's dead? Should we tickle it?
Stop it. Be serious.
Sorry.
Sorry, Ryan. It was self-defense.
So even though this is okay, so this is gonna be like the best ever, but we don't have time to do it. So I don't want to get farther into it. Also, it's exactly 10 o'clock now, so we're gonna pause this, and then next week, same time, same place, we're gonna LARP, 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 and it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna find the 3 gems, and we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna have a great time. Ooh, $1.
Huh. Did Ethan drop this?
Pick it up. I can't, I guess. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time when we're gonna have the time of our goddamn lives. Bye-bye! Okay. Okay, so last time we played this game, we were about to go on a LARP scavenger hunt, and I've never been more excited for anything we've streamed so far. I'm really just thrilled about it, and I would like to waste no time. Okay, we went back a little bit.
Loot!
But that's okay. Loot, loot, loot!
Oh, cool! I learned a magic attack!
1 damage to allies? Better be nice to Thanor.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Yes, please. Let's frackin' go.
What do you think this key is for?
Maybe it unlocks something in one of these stores.
Okay.
I should probably drop in on Riley and thank her in person.
We are busy right now. Oh woo. Oh woo. Okay. Ah.
I swung over the top once.
No way. Prove it. I'll give you $1 if you can.
Aw. So I learned?
I did! I don't have to prove it. I'm gonna tell my mom you called me a liar.
Aw.
Do it, dude. I dare you.
So I learned that sometimes
Gabe,
when you can look at...
You would have really had fun with all this.
Some things that you can do that deeper look.
Did we really just kill a dire wolf?
I realized I wasn't getting all the trophies.
What did you think of that fight?
Why can't I hit? Oh.
It was definitely harder than I thought.
Yeah, same.
Great.
How do we know for sure it's dead? Should we tickle it?
Stop it. Be serious.
So I was playing, when I was back at the main menu after the last game, I realized that we weren't unlocking trophies. It was like chapter 1 memory trophy, whatever, and I was like, you know I love a trophy. So I was looking at it and I realized that, like what we just did, like zooming in on that $1, we should be doing in a bunch of rooms. And we simply were not. Oops. And so I missed out on a lot of memories, so now that I know better, I'll be getting those damn trophies.
Let's go to the peach.
It's cute, right?
Peach?
Well, now, who do we have here?
Feanor the Monster Slayer. And my bard.
And
oh, I bet we can use that.
Scroll of Healing restores you and your allies to full health. They only be used once. Amazing.
What is that?
It's a magic scroll we can use in fights.
Oh, awesome. We should find as many as we can.
This is the best. So our goals, soul, yeah, with this sapphire and ruby. Okay. I feel a little bit like he should be leading the way, but that's okay.
Aren't I supposed to be the one teaching you how to throw? You'd have to be athletic to do that. Hey, what's all this?
Too busy to talk right now. Sorry.
Knock him dead?
Looks like the Black Lantern is part of the LARP.
Ethan's back to his old self, thank God. What a great kid.
Ethan's got a lot of people who care about him.
Uh-oh. Blood!
Whoa. What's that about?
I just haven't slept. You know? Every time I close my eyes, my brain pulls up all these thoughts. These regrets. So I just
oh no, Diane's going through it.
Crying and feeling like a horrible person.
You mentioned regrets. Can you drill down on that? What is it that you regret?
I don't know. I'm not sure of anything right now.
All that guilt. And she still can't find her way toward doing the right thing. All that guilt.
Now what would that have said if I didn't?
She still can't find her way toward doing the right
thing.
Take
heed! I want to read that. It is believed that a swamp troll has taken residence below the eastern bridge. Use extreme caution when crossing. Or better yet, don't.
Wanna look in here?
Yeah. Let's go in.
I forgot to look at the sign. Someone was like, you will see my graphic. Gosh darn it. I'm using my old-timey... There's a word for this. Stein? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. Oh no, my brain.
What happened here?
Oh god.
Fellow survivors, I see.
Are you the bartender here?
Nope. Monster ate all of the staff. We'll have to serve ourselves.
Yeah, like what's that called? What's that called?
Do you know what this key is for?
Belonged to Barry, the tavern keeper. That's his leg over there.
Oh.
Do we think this is a good idea?
If you want to try all of the locks, I'm sure he won't stop you.
Kid was just traumatized by death.
Find around here.
And they're just gonna throw limbs around? This is gruesome.
I wonder if Alwyn the Bard would have cracked the tavern top 20.
I'm a genius for convincing Steph that my character should be alone behind the bar. All the drinks I want.
Is that the word I was looking for? I don't think so.
Not sure how I feel about that. Steph really went all out in here.
Seriously. Well.
Someone knows how to keep Thanor busy. House Bard. Sorry, Steph. Alwyn is pretty happy with her current gig.
Black hair preferred cute smile a plus? Stop it! That's cute. Repel monsters with the secret blend of herbs. Only 4 gold coins for the recipe. Meet behind Goldweather's Mondays at midnight. It didn't work at all, you hack. Spooky sounds around the castle. I'm really sorry. I wish that wasn't so loud.
Oh hey, a coin.
Because I'm going to be doing it everywhere. This is the first time I've ever been like, wow, I wish I was in a small town.
I want to focus on Ethan right now.
If there was a small town that would do, like, turn the whole place into...
What happened to the rest of the music?
That would turn a whole town into, like, this. This is, like, my dream.
What happened to the rest of the music?
You said that already. Like, fully immersive D&D? Yes, please.
This kingdom has serious problems.
Aha. Should I look at it first? Yeah, I'll look at it.
Oh gosh. I think Ducky dropped this.
The 13th quinquennial meeting of the Daegu Biscuit Boys is hereby called to order. I'm sorry to announce that all 6 of us remain upright and above ground.
First point of order. Ducky, if you had to guess, though, about how much longer you fixing to live?
Just long enough to collect, Gordon, and not a minute longer. I'll crawl graveward with your shares clutched in my stiffening fingers. You mark my words.
That better be washable. The amount of detail in this LARP is insane.
Long ago, it is said, when unspeakable terrors reigned even in daylight, 4 heroes faced the great shadow on Kellyan shores. For days the battle raged, until the powers of the great shadow overwhelmed the 4 heroes, pushing them to the brink of death. There, among waves stained with blood, 3 of the heroes gave their lives, calling upon an ancient spell that pulled the souls from their bodies and fashioned them into 3 stones of immeasurable power. Huh. That's nice. The 4th hero hid the jewels away and wandered into the deep wilds of the rune, never to be seen again. Monster Manual!
Steph thought of everything. She's amazing at this.
Now's not the time for games.
Guess Lawrence is gonna need a new business advisor.
I write to amend the advice I gave you when we dined together. There's no need to sell your business. Uh-oh. That's funny. Alright, kid, have you, figured this out yet? Oh, wait, there's more to look at. Oh, bloody leg, good.
Rough day for Barry the Tavern Keeper. So gorgeous. Where does...
This is the cutest little music box.
Feanor! Did you see this?
That's got to be it! It's one of the jewels!
That was easy. It wasn't even trapped?
1 down, 2 to go.
That wasn't so bad, right? Now I feel more confident we can find the others.
Glad you...
I actually feel bad for that person.
If there was a monster, and you only had your guitar, would you smash their head with it? Be honest.
Yeah.
Of course I would.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'll believe it when I see it.
In retrospect, this is so obviously a decoy.
Oh,
We're gonna have to deal with this, aren't we? Did you see this warning?
Yeah. That's a bad situation. Trolls are ruthless.
True.
Yes?
How did you survive?
How did you survive the attack?
Well, I'm not proud of it, but I tripped an elderly woman. She had it coming. Stingy dish wench.
Want to tell him about our quest?
We're on a quest to end the Age of Monsters. So you won't have to live in fear anymore.
Are you now? Let me give you something that you may find useful.
What's that?
Thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and guess we'll be meeting a snake.
Huh. I'm starting to get stressed.
I see you've poured yourself some ale.
We have a lot of items to remember that I have. I'm very bad. In D&D, I love playing spellcasters, but then...
You just survived a monster attack. I think you deserve a couple drinks on the house.
Truly
I forget
wise
what items I have
beyond
to
your
use.
years.
We're gonna keep looking around.
Or even in video games, I like hoard
Good luck.
useful items because I'm like, what if I need it more later? Which is just silly. I unlocked a new dialogue option, but I don't know with whomst.
In retrospect, this is so obviously a decoy.
I was having such a quiet morning.
Diana has a song. Oh, Ryan Rage. I don't know how to go to where the dead folks go. And then Ryan Joy. Cute. And then Diane Sadness. Guilt. I want to hear these songs. Okay, not the point. Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
Godspeed.
I'm having a great time. I can't wait for our next battle. I hope I remember I have that snake thing when we see the snake. I mean, this game doesn't seem like it's going to let me lose the LARP, you know what I mean? So it's probably fine. Stakes
Check
are
out
low,
what
but
I found in that chest.
+1 dodge.
Nice work, Thanor.
Why is my health only 8? I don't heal? I took a short rest. Okay.
There was some really interesting stuff in there.
Alright. Joggy jog.
Hey, kid. You responsible for that massacre in the Black Lantern?
I'll be taking that.
Extra turn.
Found a scroll?
Yeah, I did. Okay. NPCs have scrolls. Duly noted.
Go get him, Ethan.
I'm Thanor.
Where's your scroll, sir?
Go get him. Thanor.
Okay, no. NPCs have scrolls. Covering all my bases here. I can hear like a motorcycle in the background of the game, like it's, I don't know why, but it keeps giving me, like, my hair keeps pricking up because
Could
of
there be
Fortnite
something down the alley?
anxieties. I mean, there could be Alex.
Why is my dead lover talking?
Shh, they're here.
Woe is me. Woe is me. Behold, my love has been slain by yonder river monster.
Where?
Just down the... yonder... alley. Near the river. Alas, alas.
It's not very good. You have one job.
That actually felt really sad.
Yeah, right?
Beware of river monster. Some kind of snake
I guess.
Do we have to fight it?
Why wouldn't we?
I mean, it's kind of
Wait,
cute.
That wasn't a
isn't
flirting cute, right? No. Stop
What
that.
are you talking about?
I have regrets.
It's gonna attack. What do you want to do?
Ophidian chime. Snakes within hearing must fall asleep.
Pretend that's a low sound. Snake's ears are internal, so they can't hear.
God damn it, Ryan.
Nice.
This is.
Loot, loot, loot.
More loot.
All right, let's make some ears bleed.
Wait. What's that? It's like a dragon scale or something.
Maybe it's got magical powers. Let's hang on to it.
Yeah. That was so smart of you to use the bell.
It worked out, didn't it?
Can someone explain why everyone on Main Street is dressed up? I just wanted to get some ice cream. Oh, woo!
Shit, that didn't take long.
Oops. Oh wait, let's go this way. Aha!
Can't wait to transfix some monsters with my sweet hypnotic jams.
Oh, we can't go in here now?
Did you actually think the snake was cute?
No.
Let's move on from this, huh?
I'm so sorry.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
No!
Okay. We handled the river serpent.
Thank you, adventurers.
But you should probably clean up that body.
Gosh, I've made a mistake. I almost went back to the last checkpoint just because that was
Come on. Monster abundances are when you need apothecaries the most.
Aw.
Disappointed?
I thought I would finally get to go in.
Appreciates my fine work. Oh there! I hear you've dealt with the river serpent, huh? More than just talk, are you? Perhaps the...
Everything okay? You seem pretty, grumpy.
I've forgotten the damn components of sun silver. Don't suppose you know the composition?
If we find out, we'll tell you.
I won't hold my breath.
I want his scroll. Okay. Look at the sign.
I'm guessing this is a fancy art gallery. Wait, no.
Is this the music
pet
stuff?
shop.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I can't believe I accidentally flirted with Ryan. I have so many regrets. He was cute. It was cute that he was...
Or mortal?
Ugh.
Mortal! Come in.
Let's go double flirt Steph so that we make up for accidentally flirting with Ryan.
Sorry about the lock. These are dangerous times.
Are you a good witch? A bad witch?
Welcome to the Magpie Emporium.
Oh, so this is like a magic shop.
I'm gonna take a look around a bit, okay?
Okay.
Oh, she did so much work.
Let's see what Steph's done to the place. Oh, hey. Sunsilver. We should tell that blacksmith.
Iron, golden ore, firepower.
Man, my dating life could have used a truth spell or two.
Actually,
how does Steph come up with all these names?
Iron, golden ore, fire powder. I can read.
I'd like to try one of those bard instruments, please.
You'll need to schedule a private appointment.
Heyo.
I'll do that. That's not ominous at all.
The guild assumes no responsibilities for consequences. Mysterious proprietor?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Steph looks fantastic.
There it is. Let's go.
The streets used to be full of people.
Okay. Alright, hold on. Let's look around.
Wonder if they have drills for this.
Gather those who matter. Golems.
Golems. Animation fee not included. Oh, Steph.
Cute.
I guess some heroes are into bards with flashy guitars, but I'm glad Thanor has better taste. Warning. Cat is cursed. Do not pet. Yeah, no need to warn me.
She's cute though.
Seeking insight? Draw a card. Huh. What do I want insight about? Steph is just awesome.
Yeah.
Chaos and destruction. Yeah.
Tower's the worst love. Oh boy.
Yikes.
Well, it's taking it literally.
Holy shit. Too real. I really wish things would stop changing. For once.
Ugh. What if I just don't? It's fine.
Spells. Very cute, Steph.
Are these spells for sale? To members of the Sorcery Guild only. Sorry.
Whoa.
He's forging the Sky Sword of Power.
Oh, yeah?
One day, Thanor's gonna find it.
As a classically trained bard, I gotta say, this music's not bad.
The Soul Sapphire's right there. For sale.
Seems legit.
I am the only...
Why is this 10,000 gold?
Was I too generous? It was originally 20,000, but...
No, I meant... Never mind.
Maybe we can make some kind of deal with her.
Would you consider giving us that sapphire?
For kisses? Ooh. Yep.
In exchange for something far more valuable. My hand. In marriage. And all of its associated benefits.
Oh my.
I mean...
Oh, man. This just got real.
Flustered Steph.
I'd be
That's
lying
rare.
if I said I wasn't intrigued. But I'm afraid I can't accept.
Boo.
For now.
We need the sapphire right away. It's for a quest to end the age of monsters.
I've heard there's a magical fish that lives in the River of Sorrows. Bring me back one of its scales, and I'll give you the sapphire in return.
We have one.
One magic fish scale.
Anyone else watch
Impressive.
Dragon Tales? I wish with all my heart.
Then here's my end of the bargain.
Only one more jewel left.
Getting there.
What's that?
So there's definitely a troll at the Eastern Bridge.
Do you think we can beat a troll?
Probably.
$3 gold, please.
Gold dust seems like something we need. Do I know what it does? I sure don't. How much gold do we have?
So, I can heal already with my music.
Yeah. But the scroll heals us completely. And it cures poison and stuff like that.
We need to find more coins for that.
Oh, okay.
Where to next?
That actually looks legit.
Pretty cool. Okay. Troll in the dungeon. There's a troll in the dungeon. Her voice does sound a bit like Ashley from South of Nowhere, Nick. You're right. Which is funny, I was just thinking about Spencer and Ashley yesterday. Spashly. They were one of my very first ships, since knowing what ships were. Obviously, as a child, I had ships and I didn't know what they were called. What up?
Hey, we found the components of sun silver.
It's iron, goblin ore, and fire powder.
Goblin ore?
Praise the
I
gods.
thought it was golden ore.
Of
Well,
course.
glad he said it.
How could I forget? Why don't you take that scroll for your kindness? I've no need of it.
Well, it's not much of a payment if you didn't
Got another
need
scroll.
it.
Cool.
Fine. Did I already talk to this guy? Hello, bald guy. Ooh.
1, 2, 3. I control me.
You keep working on yourself there, buddy.
1, 2, 3. I control me. This book is written for fucking toddlers.
Ooh. Nothing like getting pissed off at your anger management book.
Yike. Oh. Look at that.
We're like master scroll seekers.
Hell yeah, we are.
Yep.
Yup. Alright.
I wonder how Riley's doing with the USB. Such a gorgeous day. I wish I used it better. Can I recommend LARPing?
I wish I used every day better. I totally
Mind if I
understand.
duck in here a second? I have to, renew my Bard Guild membership.
Yeah. Okay.
BRB. I have one charger out here. And I always hate when I forget to be charging something. I mean, something needs to be charged at all times, but... Yeah, phone's charging now. Probably should charge this as well. Which of these wires in this pile? Oh. Searching for additional staff. Uh-oh. Where's my other... Oh, God, I just have like a pile of wires down here. It's not ideal. What on earth is happening? That's not what I thought it was. Okay, forget it. We're fine for now.
Hey there.
Oh, I found it. Hey girl. Remember when I flirted you by accident because I thought you were the girl I was supposed to flirt with?
I could ask Riley how progress is going with the USB.
Oh my god. Now I'm stuck in my chair. There we go. Oh. What an ordeal. Okay. Kuno. Always say hi to the gnome.
Man, small towns. Everyone's been going out of their way to congratulate Riley these past couple of weeks. So Eleanor's donating all those decorations? There's a whole tech side to Riley I never knew about. Gabe did, though. Any luck with the USB?
No, not yet. It's gonna take hours, if we're lucky.
Oh.
If you want to check it out, it's running on the office computer, but don't touch anything.
Okay. Thank you so much for doing this.
You don't have to thank me. It's the least I could do for Gabe. And actually, it's kind of fun.
I didn't realize you were so good with computers.
Is that what you're going to
ask if
school
that was
for?
she was going to school for?
Civil engineering. Or maybe robotics? It's a lot to figure out. Kind of crazy. Anyway, let's talk about something else.
I agree. It is kind of crazy that they make you... Oh, God.
How's Matt doing?
Hold his loose.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, he's around. Probably too embarrassed to show his face.
Good.
He gives me shit every time I see him. I can't get out of this town fast enough.
Yeah.
Stay strong.
Ugh, fine.
I saw Eleanor at the Black Lantern this morning.
She
Did
probably
you?
needed a break from me. I've been nagging her all morning about getting one of those, like, medical alert buttons.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna be 4 hours away, and she's never lived alone before.
Let's talk later.
I'll let
Feels
you
like
know
we
if I
could
make
have
any progress.
Continue that
Thanks again.
conversation a little, but fine.
Sooner or later, Riley's gonna figure out Eleanor's secret.
Sad.
What a piece of shit.
Back. Good. It's in the trash where it belongs.
For Spring Festival. These are freaking gorgeous. This is just so nice.
Aww.
God, I took that bus here barely a month ago.
That's crazy.
Feels like it's been years. Riley's like 300 pages in. Must be a good book.
Well, I've read long books I didn't like before. I read all of Pride and Prejudice. Or not Pride and Prejudice. Gone with the Wind. Whew, sorry.
I will definitely not touch this.
Gone with the Wind was the longest book that I hated that I read. It was torture to finish, but I'm a completist and I couldn't not finish it. But it was very bad. I didn't like it at all. Sorry, not sorry. Pride and Prejudice was fine. I feel like I should mention I don't usually drink like this, but I'm afraid of tapping my microphone if I drink it like the normal way. And I did just realize that I've been doing that with my left hand, which is an example of how I'm lazily ambidextrous. I'm ambidextrous not because I'm talented in any way, but because I am lazy and I do
find at the Bridge of Flowers.
I use whichever hand is closest / easiest to the situation. Oops. Okay. Guess I can't go that way. And that's where the troll's gonna be. Let's go. Oh.
Don't think the LARP goes that far.
Okay. Well, I guess we only need one more, so... Troll Bridge it is. Oh.
Oh shit! Troll! Incoming!
He's got a soul jewel right there.
Oh, you like my belt? It's made of human skin.
What do you think we should do?
Fight it! Oh, dust!
Troll dust. Dusted trolls become very friendly. 1 pinch per troll.
No. Don't you dare. Oh, man.
Although,
visitors.
if that means I don't get to
I love visitors.
fight anyone else, I will be
get you anything?
sad.
A glass of marsh water. Slug chips.
How about that jewel? On your belt.
Sure. Anything else?
We're on a quest. Anything you can do to help us out?
I could teach you to fight like me.
Okay.
There you go.
There's still another fight coming.
That was quick.
Why don't you say something nice about each of us?
Wait, is this 40 again? God damn it.
You put a great deal of thoughtfulness and care into everything you do. And you see deep into the hearts of people.
I just proposed.
But you don't let that stop you from believing in them.
I am almost betrothed.
This troll is emo.
Yeah.
Let's kill it. All right.
I think that's all we need, right?
Come visit again. Anytime.
We've got all three. We can go back to the king now.
Yep.
Okay. That troll was scary. I admit it.
Nothing to admit. It's just facts.
Cute.
Even after you used the dust, he was still scary.
Pretty bad.
The monsters. Seems like so long ago.
Wait, what was that blacksmith making? He wasn't making something we can use, was he?
Life without the monster.
The age of monsters is about to get busted.
Right, the troll wouldn't have given us a way to fight if we didn't have to fight one more thing, right? Maybe the king is evil?
You see? I warned you not to go. Now you look pale. I told you so.
A riddle?
Hey, let's hear your riddle.
There are 3, it is said, heroes long dead, fashioned into soul jewels, blue, violet, red. What are their names? Do not be misled.
Oh!
Callie?
We read about that in the tavern, right?
We did.
Tell him.
That was the only part I didn't
Their
read out
names are-
loud. Oh god. Oh,
The answer is Nira, Dacis, and Belen.
thank god.
You solved the riddle you've been told. Your prize? A useful hint. Behold. To bribe that deadly troll of old, you have to pay 4 coins of gold.
I wish you told us earlier.
Apologies for hints too late. Please, take a coin to compensate.
Thank you.
Thanks. Can we hear another riddle?
Oh, shit. Sorry. I only had one prepared.
This guy's a fraud, I have declared.
Not bad, Thanor.
Okay, let's go get one more spell. No reason.
We've got all the jewels. Time to get back to the king.
Now. Time to go buy one more scroll. No reason. Definitely not, because Steph is in here with the scrolls to buy. Also, we got a deal because the troll dust was only 3 coins, and we would have had to pay him 4 coins if we didn't get it. Hello again.
We've already got a scroll of nimbleness.
Yeah. Dodging is useful, though.
True.
So, the scroll of advantage basically skips the enemy turn. My hypnotic fugue kind of does the same thing.
Yeah, but the fugue uses up your turn, so you can't attack. The scroll is stronger.
True. Sold.
1 gold, please.
Oops.
I hope we meet again.
Me too. Callie, you missed it. I proposed to her earlier. It was great. They shared little smirks. Okay, now we can go back to the king. Yes, I offered to exchange. There was something that was too much money, so I offered my hand in marriage in exchange. She politely declined, but we exchanged a fish scale instead.
Right.
But it was
Back to
very
the park.
cute and gay. And Alex is much better at flirting than I am, because she was like, "I offer you my hand in marriage and all of the benefits that come with that," and I was like, "Oh boy!" But Steph said maybe later. It was a confusing response, to be honest, and I hope that there's a good reason for it. And it's not that she has her eye on someone else. Oop. That's not the way.
Oh my god. It's my mom.
Thanor, the monster slayer. You've come at last.
I love her headpiece.
Do you remember me from your past adventures?
You're Netheria, the forest spirit.
You have done well on your quest. The forest notices. She offers a treasure for you to claim. Look. There.
His
What is that? The Sky Sword.
Aww.
It's the Sky Sword of Power. It's exactly the same as I drew in the comics. It's got the pincer, and the same grip, and it's got this part for the jewels. How do they do it?
Magic.
Can I really take it?
Promise me you'll only use it for good. Helping others and stuff like that.
Okay.
Aw, he's so happy. I was wondering why the jewels were so flat. That's why. Oh, look at this little gold happiness. Magic. She's seeing the world how he sees it.
Bard, a song, if you please.
Monsters beware.
Monsters beware your final hour. Thanor has found the sky sword of power.
This is so cute. See, is the king evil? Was I right? Trust no man!
I'll take that sword now, and the jewels!
Stormrider, the undead! I should have known King Tabor was you all along!
You fools! You have collected the jewels I need and brought them right to me!
We've gotten this far. We can beat him.
Give them to me!
Boss battle! Okay. Oh my god, it even sounds like an old school.
Scroll of Advantage.
Burning Blade!
Oh!
Untuned Chord.
I should double check what these things do again.
Fire Blast! Ah! Sorry.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Oh.
Scroll of Healing.
I don't know. We have two of those, and I didn't know how hard his attacks are going to be, so. Oh man, I should have memorized these better.
Horrid Disharmony.
The Disharmony?
Curse this fire!
Haha.
Strike of wrath!
Oh!
Hypnotic fugue.
Haha.
Transfixed by that gorgeous music! Curse this fire! Oh!
Scroll of nimbleness.
Oh, that might have been a mistake.
Stirring him.
It gives him advantage. Haha.
Burning blade!
Untuned course.
Unholy lightning storm! Death to all who defy me!
Ouch.
Curse this fire! Oh!
Yeah!
No!
Yes! I was glad he got the last. I wanted him to get the last strike. How do you want to do this?
We did it!
I can't believe what just happened!
Epic.
That last fight was epic.
Yeah, but the best part was finding...
Oh no. They ruin everything.
Shit.
No.
Gabe's dead. Gabe's dead because of me. It's my fault. I killed Gabe. I killed Gabe. I killed Gabe.
Ethan?
Go comfort him.
Listen to me. It wasn't your fault.
Typhon sucks.
At all. It wasn't. Okay? It wasn't.
Sad day. That was such a fun time. Typhon ruined it. Poor baby. Kelly, I had missed your comment that said, I assume I'm officiating. Of course you are.
Charlotte?
Back here.
I know that Ethan is a priority for us, but also can we circle back to how Steph declined our proposal, but said maybe later?
Hey. Thanks for coming.
Of course. Ethan's dad already pick him up?
Yeah, they just left. I just wanted to thank you. Ethan needed today.
So did I.
Honestly, by the end, I was having just as much fun as he was.
He thinks the world of you, you know. After everything, I think you're sort of his hero.
Well, he's sort of mine. How creative he is. You must be so proud of him. He was so thrilled to see you show up with the sword.
I think that was mostly about the sword.
Maybe. Aww. But I think he was happy to see you in his world.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's not very convincing.
I'm okay.
Charlotte?
God, Alex, don't mind me, okay? Just a lot going on.
I don't mind you at all. Do you want to talk about it?
It's okay
really
not to be
sweet,
okay.
But I'm okay. Thanks for swinging by. I'll see you at the festival.
Well, now I'm gonna have to. I don't believe you.
Charlotte, I can tell something.
Said no! Oh. Don't you listen?
Oh boy. Ma'am.
Shit.
Ma'am? You turned that aura upside down.
This was a mistake.
Where did that anger come from?
What's happening?
Her anger is so intense. Maybe there's something here that can tell me why.
Gabe, it's your fault. Why would you teach me to need someone again just to go and leave me all alone?
Oh no. That is very sad art. Right there.
Alex, it's your fault. Everyone loves you. But I can't look at you without thinking about how fucked everything is since you came into my life.
Ma'am? Ethan would have gone to the mines to finish Thanor's story before I got here. I saved his life. That is also very sad art.
Ryan, it's your fault. You were supposed to protect us. Why couldn't you?
She's so angry at everyone around her. But there's something else here.
This is hurting my feelings.
is wrong with me? I can't let myself feel this way. When did I become such a fucking monster?
She blames Ethan too.
Ethan! It's your fault! Why couldn't you just fucking listen?
Oh no.
You're angry at him. At Ethan. You blame him.
I mean, it's sort of his fault.
Bad mom, Alex. Charlotte.
It's not his fault, but his decisions did lead to it.
Charlotte.
We gotta calm her down.
I hate my
oh
son,
no.
Alex.
Okay, well that's going a bit far.
He's sweet, and he's creative, and he's the most
You're just
important thing in
upset
the
with him.
entire universe to me. And I hate him. For so long, it was just me and him. It took so long to learn how to be okay with that. And I was. But then...
Yeah. This game really was like, fuck your LARP. Here's the feelings.
I can deal with hating Ryan. Or you. Or even Gabe. But Ethan...
But he's just a kid, though.
If he had just listened. It all comes back to that.
Oh no! Your feelings matter, your actions are what matters. I don't, they both matter. I mean, how she treats him is more important though at this
None of
moment.
that makes you a bad mom. No matter what you're feeling, you always give Ethan what he needs.
That's what I was going for.
That's what matters.
None of it fucking matters. He's dead. I wish I were too.
Alright, we need to go back and find Diane's therapist.
This anger could kill her, and nothing I'm saying is helping. What if I could just take it away?
I don't think that. I think we should process it. I think we should get her to therapy. This isn't the answer. This is a band-aid on a bullet wound.
I can do it. I can take her anger from her.
But should you? Is the question.
What would that do to her? What would it do to me?
Oh God.
And even if I can, should I?
Oh God, it's gonna make me decide. Is she gonna die if I don't do this? I've handled anger before. Oh God, it's not a good idea. Oh no, guys, this is the hardest decision I've had to make. I don't want her to die. I can carry it. It's okay. I've been through shit, and I've gotten better. So maybe I can handle the anger more than she can. She has to stay strong for Ethan. Oh, my controller is vibrating like crazy.
Alex? I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah. Yes,
We should probably still get her a therapist stat, though.
Shit.
Did I freak out on you? I'm sorry, Alex. I'm not sure what came over me.
I hope we didn't take away her ability to feel anger. Just the amount of anger she had about this specific thing. You know what I mean?
Just... maybe I blacked out for a minute? I guess that's what happens when you don't sleep. Huh. I wrecked my sculpture. Seems so crazy in here, but I feel... How do I feel?
Because also if we took away her ability to feel anger, we also took away her ability to do art, and that would be extremely fucked up.
Hey, go home. You're exhausted. I'm serious. It's okay. I'll see you tonight.
Oh, I mean, oh god. I didn't want her to, if she hadn't said she wanted to die, I would have not done it. But she said I can't just let it go if someone says that. Oh god, I made a terrible decision. Things got so fucked in the original Life is Strange. I kept making decisions that kept making things worse. Although I did save someone's life, so that was nice.
Okay. Hear me out. Is Typhon run by the Illuminati?
That would explain the conspicuously triangle-shaped logo.
Boom! Finally cracked it.
Hey. What's happening here?
Alex. So, how did things go with Charlotte?
Were they flirting in my own home?
It was intense. But I think maybe she'll be okay. Honestly,
I mean, if we're gonna throuple it out, that's fine, but
sure
otherwise this needs to stop immediately.
That's okay. You don't have to.
So, please tell me that the USB stick revealed all of Typhon's secrets.
Not yet, but... Alex...
We found a recording of Gabe's call.
Oh no.
I should
Taylor.
probably listen to that.
Hello, Taylor. We had the best time of our lives, LARPing, and then I proposed to Steph, and then I got to feel everyone's anger.
I need to know.
We're here for you. Okay?
I wish we could go back to LARPing where she was the witch and I was offering my hand in marriage, because this is gonna be sad. Okay. Did it have to be a brother? LARP was the best time ever.
Mac? It's me. Fuck off, Jen. Yeah, okay, just listen. I need you to call off the explosion. Ethan's in the blast radius. Shit. He could get killed. What the hell's wrong with you? He snuck off. We're up here right now, trying to find him. Mac, please. All right, I'm on it. We'll halt the blasts. Fuck. You can't imagine the headaches this will create for me. Thanks, Mac. Whatever. Just doing my job.
They just ignored him. It's so fucked.
You know it's bad when Mac turns out to be the good guy.
At least this is proof he called.
Alex.
Is this the only recording of Gabe's voice that I have?
We're gonna get him. I promise.
Burn that shit to the fucking ground. Not the championship bottle!
What the hell? Oh, it doesn't matter. None of it fucking
Oh
matters.
no, I
He's
took
dead.
Charlotte's anger. Oh no. Oh
Fuck
no.
that. I don't need to take this.
Oh no! No wait, don't go! I took Charlotte's anger.
I should follow her. We'll be right downstairs, all right?
Taylor, I took Charlotte's anger, and I maybe shouldn't have. I thought I could handle it better because I've been through so much already and have felt such anger before all on my own, and then I just broke the foosball championship bottle.
Right now, all that matters is taking these fuckers down. This USB stick has what I need. Time to dig through it.
Okay, so the thing is, the reason well, Taylor, the good news is I think that at the end of each chapter it tells me what you and Nick did. We've been looking at them.
If that happened to me, what's happening to Charlotte? A key part of any good investigation.
At least I assume it's you. I'm pretty sure it's you and Nick, because I don't know who else that I'm PlayStation friends with would have played this game. So,
a cold case and a warm beer.
We have been analyzing your choices, don't you worry, because Nick has been trying to remember what she did, so therefore we can determine what you also have done. So you've been part of these streams whether you've been here or not, don't you worry.
Ryan brought this down from his station. Hope it comes in handy.
Okay. Wait, did I...
A key part of any good investigation.
Sure.
If that happened to me,
right. Okay.
What's happening to Charlotte?
Okay. Flash drive.
Thanks for spilling your guts. This time, I don't think Gabe would mind his little sister messing with his stuff. Gabe's call came in from the sat phone at 8:41 p.m. I should find the next call and see if that has any information.
Oh, good. What if I want to listen to all the calls, though?
This is ACFC. How can we feed you? Is the Good Pickings chicken thing still going on? It sure is. Nice. Let me get a large order of the spicy nuggets. Excellent choice. And would you like the biscuit and gravy or the mashed potatoes and gravy? Oh, okay. Sir? Oh, fuck.
Mashed
sorry.
potatoes.
Do you need a minute? No. No. I'm gonna go with the potatoes. Yeah, let's just do potatoes. You could do both for 50 cents extra.
Oh yeah.
You still there? Yeah. No, that's okay. Just the potatoes. Okay. I've got you.
Okay. I didn't realize I could stop it.
Help you? Hey, babe, it's me.
Mac, hey, what's up?
I'm on lunch. Oh, you're not gonna believe what J-Man did this morning with some of the new dye. Hey, so I'm not sure about this part here.
It's Mac.
Is that Gabe?
Hey, Mac, can we talk later? I'm kind of busy.
Busy how?
Let's hang out when you get off, okay?
Hold up. Why is Gabe there?
Okay. Talk soon. I love you.
Wait, Riley.
Oh, Mac.
Taylor, there were definitely some choices. I'll have to go back and look and tell you. I should have DM'd you after the last one, but there are definitely some choices that I was alone in. But
Hi, Belts Plumbing. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm of Typhon Mining. I think we had one of your plumbers up here last week.
Typhon Mining. Give me just 1 second to check our records. Yes, I have a record of a service call regarding some sewage backup.
Yeah, so, I don't think it's fixed.
The field report I have says that the issue was diagnosed and solved. Can you describe what you're seeing?
You know...
Typhon Mining, this is
fine.
Diane. Hi, Diane. It's Rose, down at Town Hall. Hey, Rose, how are you? Oh, I'm busy as a bee this time of year. You have a second? Some folks have come in here with some questions about the expansion and all that.
Typhon Mining, this is Brandon. Hello, I'm calling from the Department of Land and Resources to confirm the inspection set for next week.
Inspections,
let me
you
grab
say?
Diane for you. Thanks.
This is Diane.
Hi, Diane. I'm calling
I like
to
Diane's
Confirm
voice a lot.
inspections?
Yes. Did you have a chance to look over the email I sent?
I did. Everything looks great.
Glad to hear it. I'll see you Thursday then.
Mm-hmm. Have a good one.
You too.
Forgot to check
There
if I
must
know
be
any
a
of
lot
these
writing on these inspections.
voice actors.
Typhon Safety. Mac? It's me. Fuck off, Jen. Yeah, okay. Just listen. I need you to call off the explosion. Ethan's in the blast radius. Shit. He could get killed. What the hell's
Lena? It's Diane. We have a problem.
You're kidding.
There's a kid lost in the mountains near the pit. We need to postpone. Lena?
Haven is your site, Diane, and therefore this is your decision. I know I don't need to remind you of the stakes.
Someone could be hurt. Or killed.
We've been over this. Anyone up there has disregarded posted notices and accepted full
He's
liability.
a child, Lena.
We're talking about a child. I'm just asking for one day.
If you postpone tonight's scheduled blast, you put Rhea in jeopardy. That puts the whole company in jeopardy. Is that what you want?
Glad you have two E's.
Then do the math and make the right call. Email me when it's done. I will.
So Typhon thought Rhea, whatever that is, was worth risking our lives. Let's hope Diane's email sheds more light.
H&B Investigations. Bennett speaking.
Hi, Bennett. This is Diane Jacobs. Lena told me...
Yep, been expecting your call.
Okay. I'm not sure what the next step is.
Just need all the pertinent information on the employee
Diane
in question.
did this.
Name, number, address, significant others. We'll handle the rest.
I see.
Just come by the office. My secretary will take everything down. No records that you were even there.
Got it. Okay. I'll come by tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
It's so gross that Typhon has people watched.
Typhon Mining, this is Diane.
Hello, Diane. My name is Rory Praha. I'm a journalist with the Rocky Mountain Gazette. We'll be printing a story on last night's accident in the paper tomorrow. Would you like to provide a comment?
Yes, I would. Last night's
sounds a little
accident was
familiar, too.
tragic, and made all the more unfortunate by the fact that it could have been avoided with a simple phone call.
A simple phone call. Can you speak more about that?
Of course. Typhon always has a safety manager on duty. One quick call from Mr. Chen to our 24-hour emergency line would have alerted us that there were people in the danger zone, and we could have reacted accordingly and stopped the
Liar,
blast.
liar, pants on fire.
Citizens in danger of meeting the same fate as Gabe Chen.
Absolutely not. As long as you heed the warning signs, you will be safe. And if you ever do find yourself in an emergency, that's what our emergency line is for. There's
I'm
no
ready to burn a
danger
building down,
whatsoever.
and this is
All
a
right.
fictional story.
We'll be sure to include your comments. Thanks for giving me your time, Diane.
Have a nice day.
I almost threw up listening to that.
Same.
Typhon Mining, this is Diane.
Diane, it's Jason.
Hello, Deputy. You have good news for me?
I suppose I do. You are officially cleared to continue regular operation. The county no longer considers your pit an active crime scene.
I'd like to sink that pit.
That's a huge relief.
Now, to be clear, the investigation is still open and active. Typhon hasn't been cleared of anything yet.
Sure, I understand. But can we start mining again?
Yes, you can start mining again.
So
Is there
they
anything
had to
else?
pause for a day anyway.
No, that's it.
Well, thanks for the call.
Yeah, no problem. Take care, Diane.
You too.
Seems a lot easier to get away with murder than you'd hope.
Typhon Mining.
Diane?
Stick-to-itive
hey, Joe.
hiring.
How are you?
I'm good. Doing real good. So I have a pretty good list of candidates to go over with you. Looks like I've got 40 names.
Great work. When can we go over it?
Hey, Diane, can I be candid for a moment?
Please.
It's just, well, we've all been following the news and
No Typhon employees
I don't know,
were injured in the...
after that accident,
Joe?
I just want to be sure there really are positions waiting for these people.
There's nothing to worry about. If you have qualified candidates to show me, I have jobs to offer them.
Glad to hear it. You free Tuesday afternoon? Around 3?
Sure.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Me too. See you later, Joe.
I hope Typhon has a nice severance package.
Okay. Let's go back to the beginning first.
Who would have thought getting away with murder would be so bureaucratic?
Inspections 430. Uranium. That seems bad. Oh, we knew it was
Too bad
uranium.
money can't fix all of Typhon's problems.
Sure.
Damn. Is this what Diane sold her soul for?
Executive training? Diane. That must be a code for something, right?
This is the email Diane mentioned. So what is Rhea?
Unavoidable accident, I'm so sure.
Seems like a lot is hanging on these inspections.
All that's left now is the vote. I've been hearing great things about your progress with town members. Is this a cult? Sponsoring the Spring Festival is a nice touch. I don't trust any of it.
This is the email Diane mentioned.
Oh, can I
Rhea
click
went
on
off
this?
undetected.
Oh.
A second blast went off that night. What did Lena say? Without the scheduled blast, Rhea will be discovered. It was a diversion.
They set off the blast that killed Gabe to cover up another one somewhere else. That's why they couldn't wait.
Hmm.
If I can find out where that blast went off, it might tell me why it was so important.
Something more than uranium? Okay.
Too bad money can't fix all of Typhon's problems. He's talking about it like it's a sure thing. Wait, does this mean someone at Typhon feels actual human emotion? No.
Some
Not
reason,
buying it.
I
Who
thought...
would have thought getting away with murder would be so
You don't know
bureaucratic?
Gmail just randomly underlines things for you.
And I thought above ground
didn't
mining
even
was
consider.
terrifying.
I thought it was just making sure I read it and not...
And I thought above ground mining was terrifying. Damn. Is this what Diane Salters? What a polite way of saying, I control you, and don't forget it. Situation? You mean that guy? A second blast. He had a name, and a
Yeah.
life, and a girlfriend.
Yeah, Diane.
And a sister.
You knew him.
I bet this is when Diane decided to start copying evidence to this USB stick. Wow. That's a funny way to spell criminal negligence.
I do like her.
Seems like a lot is hanging on whatever Typhon was up to. Of course, that was Diane. I'm gonna make sure this expansion fails if it's the last thing I do.
Oops. Oh, we have files now. Uh-oh. We can't see over my stupid head.
Diane has dossiers on
Council
the
dossier.
entire Haven Council. That's not creepy at all.
Vote status probable. Pressure points. Student loans, medical expenses.
Typhon knows about Eleanor's dementia. Shit.
Jed.
It won't be so secure once we tell Jed what really happened that night. I knew that affidavit gave me a bad feeling.
Contract to PvP financial offers. Yeah. As Gabe's girlfriend, she may be lost cause. Wow. Ducky.
Poor Ducky. I didn't know.
A strange relationship with daughter. Oh no. Ducky has voted with Jed ever prior since. I have to vote tomorrow. In the local New York primaries.
What? Pike has a... Okay. Bigger fish to fry right now.
Okay.
This is Rhea. Fuck. This map's
We
too
have
small
a
to tell where
bigger
this
map.
is.
Don't worry. We have a map. It's right here.
That's the site of the 2008 Typhon mine collapse.
Uh-oh.
Why would they set off a blast in their current mine to cover up a blast in their old mine? Didn't Typhon just have inspections around the old site?
Where's her little Nancy Drew hat?
They weren't mining for anything. They were burying something.
Dun. Wait, there was more on that computer I wanted to read. God damn it. Oh! We finished a chapter. Okay, but first let's look at these. These are the world stats. Alex chose Steph. Good. Everyone did that. Smart. Oh, I wasn't alone in taking her anger. That's good. Ooh, I was in the very much minority about choosing Brianna Lilac. That's a random thing to have been in the minority about. I didn't know that I needed to go back up to the rooftop again. Oh, most people battled the troll. See, that probably would have been fun. That's fine. Steph helped to... Well, that wasn't my fault. I didn't know there was a song plate stuck in her head. Okay, now we can look at what our friends did. So it looks like we all chose Steph. Smart. So yeah, so Taylor and Nick, one of you took her anger and one of you didn't. But Taylor thinks she didn't. So Nick, it might be you might have been on my side of that. So yeah, because I assume that Steph storming out is dependent on whether or not you took the anger. Because I didn't do anything right before then that would have changed that. We all made her sad. Ha! We all almost, one of you also listened to Brianna Lilac. None of us weeded the garden. That's fine. We all did amazing at our battles. Look at that. Some people did battle everything. Good, good. You did Kings of Leon. That makes sense. That would have been a nice choice. Oh, see, if you did sing Kings of Leon, maybe this isn't you then. No, it's okay, Nick. I'm just curious. I wish it told me who was who, like who I was looking at. But we were pretty split. No. Dancing with the Brother was a couple chapters ago. Gabe's been dead for a few. Oh. No, Gabe was already dead by now. I just put on a record while I was snooping around. And that was just one of the choices. But I do still wish it would tell me. Okay, well, since it's almost 10 anyways, and we just ended a chapter, I think this is where we'll end, so that next time we play, we will start fresh with a clean new chapter. So I will see you either in 2 or 3 Mondays to do the next chapter of Life is Strange True Colors. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.